I want to talk to the finance leaders of the room. The CFOs, the COOs, the people who are responsible for the yield of their organization. Every year, Gallup publishes a number that should stop every board meeting in its tracks. Employee disengagement costs the global economy $8.9 trillion annually. That number appears on a slide, people nod gravely, and then it disappears into the next agenda item. Why? Because nobody knows what to do about it. It feels like an HR problem. It feels like a culture problem. I'm here to tell you it's neither. It is a yield problem, and finance leaders understand yield. You're already paying for the capacity to double your output. The question is why your systems are preventing you from using it. Let's do the math. A disengaged employee, what I call a corporate zombie, costs an organization 34% of their annual salary in lost productivity every year. If you have a team of 50 people earning an average of $60,000, that is over $1 million per year in value that exists but does not flow. The capacity is there, the system is blocking it. When an accountant looks at a system, they are trained to maximize individual efficiency. They want every person utilized at 100%. But Eli Goldratt proved mathematically in the theory of constraints that optimizing a non-bottleneck produces zero improvement in system output. If you want to increase the yield of your organization, you do not need to make everyone work 10% harder. You need only do the one thing to protect the bottleneck. Let me give you the blueprint. It's one of the most famous case studies in modern technology, the HP LaserJet firmware division. When HP analyzed their engineers, who were the bottleneck of their entire division, they found that those engineers were spending only 5% of their available time delivering new features. The other 95% was consumed by manual testing, waiting for approvals, doing internal systems work, and firefighting. So HP did not hire more engineers. They didn't buy a massive new enterprise software platform. They simply stopped starving the bottleneck. They offloaded the non-value add work. They automated the testing. They moved the engineers from 5% value add time to 40%. That's an 8 times increase in throughput. 0 new hires. This is the mathematical proof for doubling throughput. If your bottleneck resources is currently spending 30% of its time on value add work, and you change the system so they can spend 60% of their time on value add work, you just doubled the output of your entire organization. And here's the counterintuitive term. Morale is not a culture initiative, it's a byproduct. When you fix the system that is consuming your people's capacity, the morale follows, the discretionary effort follows, the turnover cost drops. A company with highly engaged workforces are 23% more profitable than those with low engagement. The 8.9 trillion is not an HR metric. It is a profitability metric. But there's a warning here, and it's one that no CFO wants to hear. Right now, organizations are rushing to deploy AI. They're looking for the ultimate efficiency hack. But if you deploy AI into a system that is already consuming 28% of your people's 40 productive hours per week with bureaucratic friction, you're not about to recover your share of the 8.9 trillion. You're about to automate the obstruction. The capacity comes first. The amplifier follows. If you automate a broken system, you just get broken results faster. You don't need to hire your way out of your current capacity constraints. You do not need to buy your way out. You need to engineer your way out. Find your bottleneck, measure the yield, remove the friction. The $1 million is sitting on the floor of your organization right now. Go pick it up. Thank you.